All right, last preseason game before the real shit starts. Looking to make a nice push this year. Looking to be comfortable with wins. Looking to dominate as much as we can. We've got a lot of players that we need to make decisions on. That's why I'm watching these preseason games. I couldn't tell you why the hell we're 91. I thought we were like mid to high 80s. I don't know what glitched there. I didn't do it, promise. But right now we're looking pretty good. Defense and offense. Just preseason though. Um, We're going to stick to our game plan, defense and offense. We're going to throw medium. We're going to stop the short pass. I'll go over. So let's go over the injury report. We only have one guy. We're going to put him on injured reserve next week. We traded DJ Wanham in exchange for a Charbonnet halfback, power back. He's going to be a backup for us. We're not going to see him this game. I'll go over our depth chart and their depth chart too. All right, Bills have a camp fodder out for a couple weeks. Roster depth chart. We'll go over. Let's go over ours first. Okay. We're gonna play Sellers this game until we kind of get a little. I don't know. I want to see Vicina a little bit, at least a quarter. But this may be the only time we get to see Sellers. So I think we're just gonna play him, have some fun. Um, I just can't see why we'd hold on to Rattler when we have Vizina. Rattler looked good. He looked better than a 68 overall, but he didn't look like he did when he played with us or against us. And the whole point of signing him before the draft was just in case Sellers didn't look good. We never thought we'd stumble upon Vizina. So he's gonna go. There's no room for him. All right, halfback. We're gonna start Charbonnet and Etienne, Scatabo, and I was thinking, okay, maybe we go with James, but I think I'd like to see Charbonnet. I just want to see him play a little bit. Maybe I'll bench him. I don't want to risk too many injuries here. But I do want to see the starting offense with these quarterbacks, of course, as much as possible. You know what? Let me change that. I want to see Klopfenstein. He's better overall rated too at fullback, so he's probably going to win out against Livingston. All right, I'm going to sit the receivers. I really want to see all these receivers for the entire game. Coker, Horn Jr., Brown, and Bond. Bond really surprised me last game. He just kind of just made it out on the field and he just stood out in the couple plays that he caught balls. Like, dude, he looks kind of good. Kind of makes me regret that never gave him a shot, but that's what I want to see. So if I'm thinking about it, right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. I need to get rid of a guy. So it's between these four, and each one kind of gives me something. So Horn Jr. has potential. Brown, like he can return kicks. So can the other guys too. So I think it might come down to Coker versus Brown. I'd rather keep Horn over Coker, and if Bond continues to look good, I'd rather keep him over Horn and Brown. Because he actually did something. He looks like he's doing something. I just to get some kind of excitement, it might be time to see Coker go. I'm loyal, man, but I mean, after kind of seeing what Bond did last week, which again, didn't set the world on fire, it just kind of opened up my eyes to could I potentially get more than just like a receiver catching a ball and getting tackled, maybe fighting for a couple extra yards. So, but hopefully we can see that right now. Maybe I need to reorder the depth chart here. So like maybe, am I gonna keep Horn Jr. no matter what? I think the answer is yes. I don't see him as the bottom two. of these. I would say it's between these three guys. So we'll let them play it out. All right, not starting JT Sanders. Going to go ahead and just see these two guys. And I'm going with the backup offensive lineman. There's a battle there. Um, some guys have like already their foot in the door because of their dev traits. But I just kind of want to basically going to see if anyone looks bad. I'm not going to really be studying every fucking inch and move they make. But if anyone looks bad, if anyone stands out good as far as pancakes go, then we'll consider them. But we've got a lot of guys that are fighting. But like right now, let's say we've got our 5 starters and backups. I'm looking at Tanona. He's a star dev. Um, let's see. Ganem is a hidden dev. So even though he's rated a little lower than like Gooseby, I'd probably lean towards Ganem because of the hidden dev. But anyway, not going to start Derek Brown or Fisk. Nose tackle, we're going to go with Jackson Jr., who, by the way, I had to have a meeting with him because apparently he came to camp out of shape. So we had a good meeting. For some reason, it's giving his picture in the news. We're going to go with Arrington Jr., LeVar Arrington Jr., I should say. Starting at edge, he'll be playing the whole game. Kind of just more of like precaution for injuries. Inside linebacker, there's a battle here to see if I keep Simpson, someone may be lost to the practice squad. One of these two guys. And Red Murdoch has looked good, and Hewlett is just an athletic freak. So I just want to see him for a little bit. Gabe Powers, if he hasn't looked like great or anything, like he hasn't looked like Wallace has at times, but neither has Simpson. So I haven't gotten any trade offers for Simpson yet. Maybe I could go see if someone play some calls and see if someone wants him for a place that he's going to start at, or maybe we should go into the season with him. All right. Anyway, similar to wide receivers, that's what I'm doing here at corner. I think right now the guys that are kind of set in are Horn, Barron, Prysock, and that's it. Horn, Barron, Prysock. So 3 guys, and I'm basically going to be deciding on the rest. Like, do I keep Riley Moss? Who do I keep here? I'm leaning towards Ravel Jr. Keeping the rookie we picked up. I think he's a hidden dev too. Is he? I don't remember. I think he is. So I'd be 5 guys with these 2. So who's my 6th? Do I need a 6th? I gotta say right now, I'm leaning Terrion Arnold, man. He's actually, he just kind of shows up. You can see him make play, or you just see him active. You see him making tackles. You see him covering his guys. So there's really no competition here at safety or kicker or whatnot. All right, so let's check out the Bills. All right, of course you got Josh Allen. Who's their backup? They got a rookie backup. Some of these teams, man, they lose their quarterback. They're gonna be hurting. Unless you have Spencer Rattler back there, of course, playing against the Panthers. All right, Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, Joshua Palmer. Pretty good receiving core. Of course, Dalton Kincaid, an X Factor. Now let's see, Deion Dawkins, Anthony Knapp. This guy's a rookie. Man, they have a good offensive line. So we're probably not going to see much of a pass rush, to be completely frank. Looks like they're running a 4-3 defense. David Bailey coming up on the right edge. Defensive tackles look like trash. Browning. Bernard. Osman. Okay. Good corners. I swear to God, if Kenny Moore gets another pick on us, bro, it just seems like every time we play him in real life and in this game, he gets a pick. All right, dude, they got some depth here. Free safety. Their kicker is not accurate at all. Harrison fucking Mevis. Whoa. The thicker kicker. I did not think I'd see him in this game. McNamara. Alright. Let's go our weekly strategy. Then we'll get the game started. Alright, we're gonna go... Nah. Defend short pass. And let's throw medium. Or should we try throw deep? Let's try throw deep. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Gonna have some big decisions to make. This game could make or break a couple players' careers.
Is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Bills and the Panthers on Monday night.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are. This one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
Yeah, and I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are made. I know from talking to these coaches, they're coming in. This game matters. It's how they build their roster. It's how they make the last couple difficult decisions, because once these teams get cut down for the start of the regular season, the real games get going, and they want to make sure they have the right guys in that locker room come week 1.
And he's done.
Final dress rehearsal before the regular season gets started in a couple of weeks' time. And off we go here in the NFL preseason finale. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
Judging by our conversations with the coaches, Mike, I think it's a pretty safe bet. We won't be seeing a lot of this guy. I think what they're trying to do is just get him under center, knock off some of the rust of the offseason, and get him a couple live reps before he starts in week 1. At the end of the day, you just can't replicate this style of live action in practice. So whether you're an established veteran like him or a young quarterback, these reps in the preseason are invaluable.
It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down. From the gun, it's Allen. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 15. Good for a Bills first down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Cook. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On the handoff, this is Cook. And that'll be a pickup
so that's what I want
of
to see
3.
for the middle linebacker. You know, I'm going to make a change here. Okay, let's look at, yeah, let's make this change. I don't know why I did that.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, Josh Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Got his man at the 6. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
See, there he is again, bro.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Pushed back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. Trying to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. And now Sean McDermott will throw the challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So that challenge, a successful one. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They'll be let out by their new quarterback. Greg, it is a rookie from South Carolina.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth to potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity.
Right,
what that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Oh, man. Wyckoff. Was that Wyckoff? Damn it. Yep. Just got fucking played, man. Yeah. Yeah. You got fucking played. That could have been our $100 million quarterback.
It is 3rd and long.
Maybe he will be one day.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, we caught it. Oh my goodness.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Double cover too.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, but apparently his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Charbonnet. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. That one pulled in by Brown.
That's what I'm saying. It just looks like that's what they do.
After a gain of 5,
well, Horn Jr. and Bond last week looked like they did a little bit more.
Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
Play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
If that's the way you want to run it on 1st down, a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. Gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them. Early in this game, that's already 2 sacks allowed.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive
That's the fight I want to see.
Space. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw. That's taken in by Shakir. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 39 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here defense was on.
Well, just bad coverage. He let himself get beat.
And the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
He connects with Palmer on that one. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run the toss with Cook. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. Play action. It's Allen. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
See,
When
that's
you
what
find yourself in this situation,
that's what he does,
you're on
man.
defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field.
He actually
That's
capitalizes
exactly what
on those
this defender did.
situations.
Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So I don't like seeing him just kind of letting himself get beat.
The Panthers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard.
Go deep, man.
The carry here for ETN. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short.
They
the
should
way they're
be.
running the ball.
It's 2nd
pound
and
the
1.
rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
That'll be batted down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball
It's like catch and get
put
tackled.
his receiver in a tight spot.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. That's complete to ETN.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
Nice cut, dude.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it on first down with Charbonnet. Not much there, maybe a yard.
It's not looking as good as I hoped.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
I wasn't expecting him to come in and just...
Open man
Oh,
left
just
side
roll the
is
lead. It
Brown.
just-
He's got it. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able
I'm
to
expecting to
look
see
it
at
in
least
and
the
get
same as they
forward
got from
for a pickup
Zamir White
of
last
about
year.
8. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. They'll try and throw for it on
Right.
3rd and 1.
Oh, that's a good... I
Throw
like
left
that.
side, pulled in by Evans. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets
To me,
3.
that was a good
That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
good decision right there. A good pickup of the blitz. Just rolled out. Knew he had a tight end out there. Oh, good placement,
Left
too.
side, it's caught by Brown.
All right, it's 2nd and 1,
After
man.
the catch, he gets that forward
Game
for
plan is for you
a
to
gain
pass
of
it
9.
deep. But I
A
get
good
there's not
spot
that much
here,
space for him.
2nd and a yard. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on.
TV option.
Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back. Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground.
Nice.
It is brought in the end zone. Zach Touchdown, Panthers.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight
58,
end.
man.
Really well
Booking it. You know what? I want to see that again. I want to see this one. Like what? Okay, yeah. So he notices who his guy should be. But here's what I don't like. Who's supposed to have the guy that just went down the middle there? All right.
To be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. out of the gun. Here's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. First and 10. On first and 10, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On first down, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down
This Red
short
Murdoch
of the
kid,
marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down
I think just
decision.
the fact that he's planning out tells me that we could probably go without Trenton Simpson. He's not
They'll
looking
try
bad.
and throw for it with Allen. That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is short. They've held him on fourth down. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to
Please
operate.
go deep now.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player.
Okay,
You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Oh, are they going deep?
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, a fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That is going to be
Isaiah Bond, too.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time.
Bond's
and
making this
great
tough.
job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop.
It's a good story.
Be on time and accurate
He's been
with the ball.
working his ass
and
off on the
that's
practice
why
squad
this
for
play's
3
gonna be a
fucking
highlight
years.
all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Apparently, he's got to have been working his ass because he looks good.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. On second down, here is Allen. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Don't know why I'm not crazy. I think I know why.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. On third down, they go with Cook. Now a timeout for Carolina. It's going to be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
The seller's going to take us down the field again.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, almost touched him,
we
too.
will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Bills offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now it's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down. Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Throwing again, it's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Allen gonna throw again. That is intercepted. And the Panthers are gonna get it back here just past the 35.
Oh, really?
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
That's what I'm talking about.
The Panthers offense going to get it one final time in this 1st half. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10.
1 timeout left. Go deep.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I want to see it go deep.
He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away.
Going deep.
Don't take the sack.
He's going deep. He got it.
Live for
he got it.
day.
Oh! Who the fuck? Fuck!
You
shitting me?
A chance there, a big chance for a
man.
huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
That.
Here's
Come
the
on
punter
now.
As he is on to punt for Carolina. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan.
That right there may have kind of helped me
Sports
make a decision.
Halftime report.
He's got all this
Coach.
speed,
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
but he can't do anything with
the final
it.
game on the preseason schedule for
Damn.
these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday
Kickoff team is
after
out on the
Labor Day.
field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
I need to check out the depth charts here real quick.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long.
I think it's time we sit him. Yeah, let's get it. Let's see what the kid can do. Well, the other kid. All right, I think we're good. Maybe they come out in the 4th quarter? Yeah, dude, Sellers looked pretty good.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Pretty nice.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
He'll drop to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36. Here's third down and a few inches. Josh Allen on the bootleg. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set.
Another one.
With
Damn.
a short field and a chance to
making his
extend
case.
their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A give to Charbonnet. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. of the gun. He'll throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Panthers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
Second down and 3. Slot receiver headed right. Once again, it's Cook. And that one going to be crossed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll drop this underneath to Cook. After the catch, he gets that.
All right.
For
I
a
want to see the other middle linebacker. He made his case. He definitely made his case.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Buffalo.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll turn and hand this one off. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got it at the 3. to the goal line and in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Bills. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer.
Bills 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
All right, maybe time to see a different lineman here. All right, so for left tackle,
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Charbonnet the back, and he goes straight ahead. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the ground, Charbonnet. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Defense does a nice job
Wait,
here
he caught
initially
it?
using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and
This
him and his
motherfucker missed
receiver
it?
are able to connect. And this is the danger
we'll
of
chalk-
trying these
we'll chalk it
long
up to
field
just
goals. Remember,
that's a
Mike,
rookie.
if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so
All right, now we gotta check everyone out. Gotta say, I'm not very happy with Charbonnet right now. This fucking disorganized shit. Who should we play here? So we got Walker Jr. I think we should. Yeah, let's do that. Wait, what? Is there some kind of update where you can actually fucking play receivers at corner now? Damn. Okay. I don't know if that's part of the mod or... Alright, we got Jaden Hicks here. You know what, let's play Reed, just to avoid injury. Nora here, let's play, let's go Banks. Oh, I gotta do all these, okay. Alright. Sure there's gonna be something I missed.
Modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw, taken in. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. On play action, and he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he will not be able to get free. picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. They'll throw out of the gun.
Oh, come on.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
I saw Snyder take the right angle, though.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself,
like, you ain't getting there.
They're able
You
to
ain't getting the
converge and
first.
make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Fucking DB's out of shape right now.
The Bills will send out the field goal unit. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Bills are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And they appear to be ticketed for a 3-0 preseason finish. Sometimes that's meaningful, sometimes not, but we'll see what they can do here. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. That is fielded at the 13. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
There's someone else who
visitors'
play
offense
better
back
than
onto the field for their next possession.
I wonder if the Seahawks fleeced us. They knew something, man. They knew something.
So work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. He'll drop to throw. Now he takes off. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. Throwing now from the gun.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got his man right side.
Oh, my goodness, dude. He just breaks the first sack
He's
every
gonna
time.
have the Bills' first down. They'll have it by a lot.
Look at this
shit. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough...
That was a beautiful blitz, man. Number 58 just kind of hides himself. It's like the 3rd sack he's broke.
He started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Quick throw here is complete. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Buffalo.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That little fucker.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Get him. Thank you.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. And now Sean McDermott will throw the challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
In fact, it's a fucking penalty.
So the challenge unsuccessful, and they are out of challenges now for the remainder of the game. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. So now, a big spot coming here. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit. With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Nice job.
That looks better than Charbonnet.
Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. They'll run. It's Etienne. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player.
Bond's out.
You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Up the middle they go. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
That's a bad spot.
To number 84. It's a gain of 8. Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
Here it is on fourth down. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. They'll come up now for second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just...
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sec. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. Finish off the preseason unbeaten, and they are ready for the regular season, which will kick off in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.
Mostly unscathed.
This has been a presentation of the NFL
Isaiah Bond was
on
looking
EA
good, though.
Sports. The Panthers are winners, as we say so long from Uptown Charlotte.
All right, team stats, player stats, highlights. 388 yards to our 344. They rushed for 80 to our 103. They passed for 308 to our 241. Okay, let's see. Sellers with 204 yards passing. Good quarterback rating. Same with Vizina. Good, cute, not that many attempts though. Yeah, look good. Marcel Reed, he looked like a good QB too. Yeah, 2.3 yards a carry, man. God damn you. Now we're gonna see if that. Sometimes you lose some. Not looking good for Wyckoff. Might be time to go our separate ways. I'll have to look at it. Warren Jr. with a pancake, huh? It's the Wyckoff one. Josh Allen just thinks he can risk every throw, man. Damn, I want to see a lot more of that. You know what? I want to see who got beat. Okay, I don't know. Nobody's fault. Bad timing. Alright, let's see how bad these injuries are. I think there was just one though. Six fucking weeks. Well, I'll put them both on IR. If I feel like I need a little juice at the receiver room, then we'll do something about it. I did put Vizina on. I was just curious what we would get in offers. Christian Kirk. This was kind of. This is. Well, if I needed an inside backer. Yeah, nothing much. They're trying to play hard to get, but no, I ain't trading him. Not at all, man. He's cheap. He'll hopefully develop even more. And look at the Carolina Panthers social media saying that's our QB1. No, it's not. I mean, oh no, 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 it's not. All right, I think what I'll do is I will advance the week and I'll cut the low-hanging fruit or practice squat the low-hanging fruit, and then see where we're at. Might have to sleep on it, make a decision on some guys. All right, let's go to the bye week. You know what, let's save it just in case. All right, need to cut 23. Let's see if these offers got any better. Nope. All right, Rattler. Sorry. You're cut. gonna say James, you're cut. Livingston, you're cut. Or practice squad. Okay, man. I'll take a look around the league, see if anyone wants to trade like a late round pick for Robert Hunt. Of course, assuming he's going to start. Or he would have to start for him, not just be a backup. Unless like they don't have any backups, but all right. So I've got Icky and Reichart. And I've got Cade May. So I wouldn't mind having. I mean, I want one to go on to 53. So that would be between these three. So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see if can Crownover go on to practice squad again. Yes, he can. Can Carpenter? Because right now I'm picking McVay. So Carpenter, can you go on the practice squad? No, you cannot. I'm gonna go ahead and release you. Because yeah, I'd rather have McVay. So you're sorry, man. It's been fun. Can he go practice squad? He can, but it probably won't last long. I'll save this decision for later. All right. I'm thinking I want to keep these two. They're hidden or star and hidden dev. Hidden dev as a party. Practice squad. I think it's time to let Christensen go. So, well, you know what? I'm gonna look for see if there's a place he can start or contribute. There's got to be, dude. Some of these offensive lines are horrid. All right, I'm gonna keep these guys. Keep these guys. Keep. Oh. Cam. Sorry, man. If you had practice squad eligibility, but no, you're gonna have to go freshen up the resume. Hurts me more than it hurts you. All right. Think about that. Think about that. Let's go back here. Okay. I think he'll survive on the practice squad. Plus, Murdoch just looked better, man. look here. I might have to put him on the practice squad. We'll see. All right. Before I go to this, let's look at this one. Okay. Jalen Reed. Sorry, man. It's been fun. Gotta go. The Turk. That's what it's called. The Turk. All right. All right, Turk. Bring me the list of cornerbacks. All right, low-hanging fruit. Zal Frazier. Thank you for being a practice squad player. Lucas. Ooh. Gonna keep you on the just cause I can. All right. Norwood. Sure, why not? All right. So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Dotson. Yeah, man, this is tough, but I think you were showing some potential. But yeah, it's hold on a second. What the fuck? He's under contract of sorts? Oh. How many fucking years do you have left? Holy shit, I fucking went overboard, didn't I? Oh, it was probably like for a short amount anyway. Or yeah, it was low. Okay. Let's go ahead and release you, Mello. Yeah, I just can't. Well, hold on a second. Let's say we go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even that. Yeah, gotta release you, man. So, yeah. Not letting go of this guy. I shouldn't. He's a hidden dev. Yep. So I think he's going to take precedent over 2, 3. That one's going to. I'm going to have to figure that one out. Where does that leave us? Where are we at? 10 more. That's going to. Tough decisions abound. Alright, there could be 2 of them from the. For IR. So one here. One here. Okay, then we're gonna have one here, trade or cut. Was there any other ones before him? No. Okay, so 2 on IR, 3. 4. Five. So it's like 5, maybe 6 if I traded a corner. So that would leave me 4 more to cut. So most I could do here would be 6. So I need to cut, at least 1, 2. So who's my pick now? Arnold Banks. My question would be, would he, see, I don't know if he would make it because he's a star dev if he would last on the practice squad. He can kind of be like my 6th, maybe 7th guy. Alright, so now let's see, between these 3. 1, 2, 3, so it's 8 guys here. Did I put him on the trade block? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I didn't get any offers. I think I'd have to go with Banks right now. Because even if I traded him, I'd be down to 7. I would have to find one other one. Ugh. I just feel like, yeah, I feel like this guy is playing harder. And I think both these two would be better than him. Alright. Sorry, man. Yeah, I signed you for a bit too. But they were pretty cheap deals. And he's a star there, but he hasn't really panned out. Yep. Okay. So the question is, would this guy last in the practice squad? He did last year. Would I want him to? I may not need to. Alright, so was I down to like 3, 4, 5, and 6? I'm down to 4 more, I think. Would I rather have this guy over him. So wait, he's 22, 24. Yep, I think. Let's see if he lasts in the practice squad. You probably won't, but it's been fun, man. All right. How many? Okay, so let's do this count again. 8 more players to cut. So we're going to move 1 to IR. So it's 2 to IR. Cut or trade 3. Cut or trade 4. 4 more, 4 more. Cut or trade. Or practice squad 1 here, that's 5. I'd have to, man. I need 3 more. I need 3 more. So it'd have to be like one here, one here. One here. I'm thinking that would be Gooseby. He's young though, man. It's literally just because these guys are star dev, hidden dev. Or no, because he's a power guy. If he's that, what if he's that diamond in the rough? Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. Yeah, 'cause we had halfback, wide receiver, guard, tackle, and then middle linebacker. If okay, yep. Yeah, I might just have to put him on the practice squad. That'd be one. I think he has a better shot of making it than one of those corners, because that corner's a star dev. He's not. Well, there's also, what are we doing here? Okay, maybe we, yeah, maybe we say Johnny Walker, man. 26. I'd rather. I just like this kid, man. Well, someone's gonna have to go. I have an idea. Alright, good to see them back to back next to each other. Like, this guy even has better moves. He's got good fucking coverage, though, man. Shit. Is he a middle fucking linebacker? What the fuck is he? Actually, wouldn't be a bad middle linebacker. I'm gonna have to sleep on this one. He's got better block shed. Zone coverage, man coverage. His personality sucks. Okay, I think I need to move him to the practice squad. He looked good, but I think it's time we move him. Yeah, because I just, yeah, man, I don't know. He looked good, though. Alright, I'm going to have to rank them. I'm going to have to make a list, rank them, and just start making tough decisions. I'll probably figure it out, and then when I start the next game, right before I start the next game, I'll make the final moves. Yeah. Probably make the trades beforehand and just cover what the trades were. But yeah, for right now, I think it's going to be the top 6 and Bond's going on IR. And we can have him for next year, but if we need a little spark, I might have to cut someone during the season. If I think we need something, and I want to try him out. But you never know, we might get someone injured. So I think that's gonna, yeah. All right. I'll end it here. I'm gonna go look for some trades. Till next time, we're gonna be facing the Seahawks, Week 1. Oh yeah. Football's about to start, baby. I don't know if it'll be tonight or not, but I doubt it. Have a good one.